So what is going on, guys, at the King777 HD here, and welcome to the 5th episode of Bradford Carrer Mode series. And in this episode we are really trying to get a better run in the league, because we are currently at the 20th place in the table and we have lost the first cup games when we are pretty much out of the first cup in the season. So against Bradford City, which is a not great result, losing 3-0 to a League 2 team shows that we are not doing great so far, and we're 20th place in the table, obviously after 10 games, losing quite a lot of games and consider a hell lot of goals. And we were really trying to get a better result. In this game against Millwall, we are started very well in the 25th minute. We have gone 1-0 up after brilliant goal and brilliant passage play, and yeah, but we are going to get punished straight away. Absolutely wonderful strike from the Millwall player there, beautiful time shot, and as you can see there, this is what you are going to get playing world class or legendary difficulty level. Some beautiful goals, even in League 1, I mean the 3rd division of England. A beautiful long range shot from Martin to equalize the score, and we won 1-1 in the 32nd of minute. And this is pretty much what happened in the first half. Nothing what happened, and we had to get more consistent and try to win games at least, because we are losing a lot of games. In the previous episode we lost 3 out of 4 games we played, so have to get a better run. And we had few opportunities in this game, but we just could not score and get these opportunities. And as you can see, brilliant shot from Mukiel. Somehow he just went out of nowhere, tried to score a beautiful goal, but we did not manage to do anything. And as you can see there, we have managed to get our first draw this season. This is the first draw thing we got in the whole season, and which is a decent result. I mean, draws are much better than losing games, obviously, but we wanted to get victories and obviously wanted to get better run to get higher up in the table. But we haven't played that many games in the table. I mean, only 11 games, so everything is possible. We are now in the 18th place in the table with 1 draw, 4 wins, and the rest of the games were obviously all losses, but 6 losses I think it was, yeah, 6 losses. But we were still believing in ourselves, and next game against Barnsley, supposed to be an easier game. I mean, Barnsley are definitely not better team than Millwall, and Millwall were playing in the Championship last season, so we definitely tried to get a better result against Barnsley, and we started pretty decent. Few counter-attacks, as you can see there, brilliant run, and there is a strike, but it went wide from Cole, and Cole really needs to get some shift and some puts into his play, because he was missing a lot of chances. I mean, Cole have everything, he have decent ball control and dribbling, he have great pace. I mean, he have 96 sprint speed or something, but he just have poor finishing, as you can see there, and we get punished straight away. And this guy actually is Eastgrove, I think he's on loan from Southampton. Beautiful goal right there from Eastgrove, and we are going to get punished and be 1-0 down. And we definitely and desperately need to get better shots on target and obviously take our chances, because if we don't do that, we'll get punished and we will lose a lot of games that we should be winning at least. As you can see, the brilliant run from Duma. Duma is absolutely fantastic signing for us so far, and there we get a goal finally. Cole gets his goal, and as you can see, brilliant passage play. Obviously everything started from Duma, one of my best signing this season, and Cole finishes very nicely to make it 1-1. And that was pretty much the first half. I was very impressed. Obviously the counter-attack we had with our goal was absolutely fantastic. I thought the counter-attack was pretty much perfect, and I thought this should be a penalty. I don't know what you think, but that should be a penalty in my opinion. And we get punished straight away. I mean, terrible defending. We just make so many errors in the defensive areas. It's absolutely ridiculous. Obviously Mukiel is getting better, but he's still young, and he still has to improve to become a better centre-back overall. And obviously Mitroshkin, as you can see, there are goalkeepers keeping on in this game, making lots of saves. Brilliant goalkeeper so far, but we get a goal. We conceded 3rd goal in this game from a corner that should be actually cleared out in my opinion, because that was just an amateur corner, pretty bad crossing to be honest, and we conceded 3 goals and we lost that game 3-1. As you can see, that there was nothing pretty much more that happened this game. And we desperately need more wins. I mean, seriously, we are losing so many games, absolutely ridiculous. And we started to train our players a little bit. As you can see, that Juma went up in his attacking positioning, and Mukiao is almost a 64 rated centre back. But in the table, obviously, I can see there we are in the 20th place in the table. 12 games, 4 wins, 1 draw, and 7 losses, and absolutely terrible defensive record. I mean, we have scored quite a bit of goals, but it's just our defense is absolutely dreadful. And in the transfer window, I mean, in the winter transfer window, we are desperately needed for a new centre back, even like a loan, or maybe even buy someone, selling few of my teams. As you can see, that was the worst defensive stats. We haven't really, they didn't really show that those statistics, but we are the worst defensive the defensive team in this league. And as you can see, that we conceded again. I mean, against Doncaster. They're a good team, not gonna lie, but we have to win against teams like Doncaster. Seriously, we should get much more of these games, because we have lost 2 games in a row, and we are desperately for more victories. And as you can see, that we are absolutely attacked and absolutely destroyed with the attacks, and they're very solid defensively as well. And as you can see, that we get an opportunity, but we actually scored right before the half. Brilliant goal from Duma. I don't think that was Duma actually. I feel that was Anderson. Was it Anderson? I don't remember. It was Anderson, and he gets his 2nd goal in the season. A 1-1 obviously against Doncaster, and the goal right before the half was an absolutely brilliant reward for us, even though we absolutely didn't deserve to get that goal. I mean, we were attacked, and we were absolutely destroyed the first half, I thought, but we actually managed to get a decent goal, obviously a fantastic goal, and we were 1-1 and straight into the game. But then in 64th minute, we conceded a very nice goal. As you can see, there gets past my centre back, which is not very difficult task, and beautiful goal right into the corner. Michushkin could maybe get a little bit hands on that shot, but obviously he's only 65 rated, so you can't expect world-class things from him. But yeah, we're playing decent in the second half. Obviously not that much happened, but we just could not kill the game off. We were not making enough opportunities, and we have lost 2-1. And we have lost another game. We're losing so many games, absolutely ridiculous. I think that was the 8th loss in this season. Terrible. But then we went up against the Soundhead, and I thought Soundhead was actually a pretty good team. They have also a striker that scored a lot of goals in the last couple of games, so we have to be careful for him. Obviously, Holt. I think he played in the Premier League before. But yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of opportunities either side. Actually, they created more than we created, but I thought the game was very dynamic. A lot of opportunities, and obviously it was very even. But obviously they had many more opportunities than us. That's pretty much the first half. We are quite dominated, but we also had few opportunities. I thought it wasn't that bad. And then we get a very nice attack in the second half, and beautiful goal from my captain. I think he's a captain. Yeah, I think he's captain. Evans, beautiful strike. Oh no, it's actually Davies. Oh, sorry. Davies gets a goal, or striker, and 1-0 up. And Davies is one of these players I want to sell in the winter transfer window. I mean, he's not very quick, and he's actually more of a target man. And we are playing the fast counter attack, so I don't think he'll be playing for next season. But he's a good player. Definitely a good player, and I really have to consider if we want to sell him. But there you can see that we created quite a lot of opportunities in the second half. Obviously, Duma Bagel standout player this season, as he is pretty much in every single game, and that was a brilliant opportunity right before the end of the game. Duma gets one against goalkeeper, but he missed. He missed a absolutely must-score opportunity, as you can see there, just wide. And we could not get a decent result, but we going to get the one now victory with Southampton, and that was finally a victory after so many lost games. We finally get a reward for it, and we get a win. So that was very, very pleasing. As you can see there, Mukiel got up to a 64 rated centre back, which is very, very good, and Mitrushki actually is a 66 rated goalkeeper now. So he's growing very nicely. But after 14 games, as you can see there, we are still in the 18th place in the table. I mean, we have quite a bit of wins, to be honest. We have 5 wins in this table, but we just could not get enough draws. And as you can see there, my left back, that was actually pretty decent play this season. Had like a personal message to me, which is very realistic in Carrer Mode this season, that players want to get hurt. Obviously, I tried to give Meredith enough play time, because I feel it's about like him enjoying the fans and stuff like that. But he wanted to tell me that I think he's loved by fans. I think he's a very good player, and I want to give him more chances. As you can see, he's actually one of my highest rated fullbacks in this. With Derby, I mean, they are two of my highest rated fullbacks, so of course I'm not going to swap them for anyone, and especially Meredith. And next game again went against Petersburg, and I thought this is going to be a very nice opportunity to get another win and get and obviously go up in the table, because this is the 15th game in this league, so in this season, I mean, so that was about time to get a decent amount of wins in this league. And Zuma gets the opportunity, very good run from him as always, cut inside, run with the ball, and missed at the end, and that was really annoying. But then Duma gets another opportunity, a brilliant finish in the 12th minute to score yet another goal, and obviously Duma will score lots of goals for us. I think he's definitely our top goal scorer, and is one of the best goal scorers in the league as well. I think he's like top 4 at the moment in terms of top goal scorers in the league. And that was a very nice finish from Duma, scoring some great goals for us, being one of our most important players. And we have to keep him for longer than only 2 seasons, because we are desperately for better attack. And then we actually conceded another wide open defense. Our defense is wide open like a fucking vagina. We just cannot keep a clean sheet in a single game. And as you can see, there are very decent run from Duma, but obviously he's lacking the dribbling a little bit. I think he's going to get better in terms of his dribbling in the future. But as you can see, that we get another opportunity, and we actually scored to make it 2-1 in the 56th minute. And who else than Duma scored another goal for us? Duma has just scored lots of goals, and he gets his brace in this game, and he got his 7th goal in the league so far, and he is brilliant signing. I mean, without him we will easily be in the relegation zone. And there is another opportunity, but we somehow did not manage to take a shot away after a brilliant counter-attack. But we are going to take the 3 points and another victory to our tally. So hope you enjoy, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, leave me some suggestions, and see you soon.